Yo, what is up, guys? So we have a new boss monster for, I guess, the Thunder Dragon archetype. Definitely reminds me of Shenron from Dragon Ball. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out some new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So anyways, I want to check out the boss monster first. Well, at least I think this is supposed to be the boss monster, because it does require 3 Thunder Dragon monsters. Not to be confused with the old ones, because there's a bunch of new cards. But anyways, I want to check out the fusion first. Anyway, so it's got 3,200 attack and 3,200 defense points, and its fusion materials are 3 Thunder Dragon monsters. It must be either fusion summoned or special summoned by banishing 2 Thunder monsters, 1 from your hand and 1 fusion monster from your field, not named Thunder Dragon Lord, in which case you don't use polymerization. So the first effect says, when a Thunder monster activates, a monster effect activates in the hand, even during the damage step, as a quick effect, you can destroy 1 card on the field. The second effect says if this card would be destroyed by a card effect, you have to banish 2 cards from your graveyard instead. Notice it's 2 cards, not Thunder cards or no like monsters, which is actually really good because I mean everyone's throwing Sky Striker cards and everything, so just banish 2 of the Sky Striker cards. Anyways, next up though, I want to check out some of the smaller monsters. I mean, the effect doesn't seem like too bad being able to pop one, although it's not too much of a threat because I guess something else is going to be activating the effect. So let's go and check out what they can actually do. Let's go ahead and start from the top. These are the Thunder Dragon cards. So, first off, we're looking at the Origin Thunder Dragon, which is going to be the level 1, the Light Thunder Effect monster. 0 attack, 2,000 defense points. Says you can only activate either of this card's first or second effect per turn, and only once that turn. So the first effect says that you can discard this card, target a Thunder monster you control as a quick effect. That monster gains 500 attack. So it's kind of like a, I don't know if you want to call it an Honest, because Honest basically destroys everything, but like a really mediocre Kalut at the end of the day. But keep in mind though, not only will you boost your monster's attack, but if we're utilizing it with, of course, the Thunder Dragon Lord, not only do we have that monster maybe being able to destroy something because of by battle, because now you have boost up attack, we actually get to get rid of another opponent's monster that maybe didn't battle that specific monster. That's kind of cool. That's definitely a plus. But the second effect says if this card is banished or sent from the field of the graveyard, you have to add an Origin Thunder Dragon from your deck to your hand. Okay. Next up, we have the Bolt Thunder Dragon. So it's a level 5 Dark Thunder effect monster. Another one was actually a light. So maybe this is supposed to be some support for the Chaos Dragons? I don't know. Let's go and check him out. So, anyways, level 5 Dark, 1,600 attack, 1,500 defense points. You can only activate either of this card's first or second effect per turn, and only once that turn. So the first effect says you can discard it as a quick effect to add a Bolt Thunder Dragon from your deck to your hand. And then the second effect says if this card is banished or sent from the field to the graveyard, to add a Thunder Dragon card from your deck to your hand, except for Bolt Thunder Dragon. Okay, so I guess this is where the archetype is going. It's basically dumping them, and then later when they're banished, they get some type of a bonus effect. So again, they actually work quite well with a lot of the new Chaos stuff. But anyways, let's go and check out some of the other cards. I think these are the, we got more. Okay. Anyways, so this is Avian Thunder Dragon, which is the card on the left. That is the level 6 color. It looks like a, what is it? The Yang. These kind of remind me of some of the Yang Zings, at least the artwork does. Anyways, this is the Avian Thunder Dragon, level 6, 1,800 attack, 2,200 defense points. Says you can only activate either of this card's first and second effects once per turn, only once that turn. So the first effect, discard to special summon a Thunder Dragon monster from your graveyard or among your banished monsters, except for Avian Thunder Dragon. Wow, that's really cool. Really cool. The second effect says if this card is banished or sent from the field to the graveyard, you can shuffle any number of cards from your hand into the deck, then draw that many cards. Wow, that has a lot of potential for, like, if you have bad hand, you could just reset it. Pretty interesting indeed. Although it's the same amount, it would be nice if it was the same amount plus like 1, but that still can be potentially a really good effect. Next up we have the Bcl Thunder Dragon, which is a level 6. Oh, so it looks like there's like 1 light, 1 dark. I wonder if it's the light version or the dark version of that specific card, although this one, obviously that one looks like an egg, so maybe it evolves into it. I don't know. Anyways, so next up we have the Bcl Thunder Dragon, a level 6 Dark Thunder effect monster, 2,400 attack, 0 defense. You can only activate either card's effect of it, first or second effect once per turn, and only once that turn. So anyways, you discard to add a Thunder Dragon card from your graveyard or among your banished cards to your hand, except for itself. Wow, adding anything in the banished zone. Obviously, it's 1 Thunder Dragon card from your graveyard or among. Okay, so it's still, I think it has to be a Thunder Dragon card, except for itself. And then the side effect says, if this card is banished or sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon one Thunder Dragon monster from your deck in defense position. Also return that monster to its owner's hand at the end phase. Okay, that's pretty interesting. But obviously you can exceed with it, you can do whatever with it. It doesn't even negate the monster's effect. It still has to be in defense position, but that is potentially really, really good. Next up, though, we have the Thunder, or this is Avian Thunder Dragon, which is a level 8 Dark Thunder special summon effect monster, 2800 attack, 0 defense. Cannot be normal summon, must be first special summon from your hand by banishing one light and one dark monster from your graveyard. Oh, so it's definitely like Chaos. Anyways, once per turn, if a monster effect activates in the hand, it gains 300 attack until the end of this turn. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you get to banish one card from your graveyard and add one Thunder monster from your deck to your hand. Wow, that's insanely good. I mean, it has 2000 attack, so it should be able to run over most things. The third effect says, during your opponent's end phase, you target one of your banished cards, place it on the top or the bottom of your deck. So you get to recycle a lot of your engine, too. It's pretty cool, although there was already cards that let you add, from the graveyard or even the banish zone. Really cool stuff indeed. But we got a few extra cards for the Archetype. Oh, they got 2 boss monsters? Wow. Super Bowl Thunder Dragon. So this one is Thunder Dragon plus 1 Thunder monster, which is a level 8 Dark Thunder. Oh, we get a light and a dark one. Okay, and it totally is Chaos. All right. Anyways, the materials are Thunder Dragon plus 1 Thunder monster. It must be fusion summoned or special summoned by tributing 1 non-fusion Thunder effect monster during a turn that a Thunder monster's effect was activated in the hand, in which case you don't use polymerization, which that's a pretty easy effect, considering all of them have effects from the hand. The first effect says your opponent cannot add cards from the deck to their hand except from drawing them. Oh, you know what? We actually looked at this card a while ago. But anyways, let's go on with the second effect. If this card will be destroyed by battle or by card effect, you have to banish 1 Thunder monster from your graveyard instead. Oh, okay, so that's actually pretty cool. This one doesn't have to be a Thunder monster, but like banishing them isn't even really that much of a downside. But we have more support for them, which obviously is going to help out the deck. So this is Thunder Dragon Fusion, which is a normal spell card that says you can only use this card's name first and second effects once per turn each. First effect saying fusion summon 1 Thunder Fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling monsters you control or have in your graveyard. Wow, or that are banished? What at that point is anything. That's actually ridiculous. Second effect says, during your main phase, except for the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish the card from your graveyard to add 1 Thunder monster from your deck to your hand. That is absolutely insane. The only thing that could have used to make this card even better was to make it a quick play. If this card was quick play, easily could open up a lot more OTKs, although you can only use each effect of it once per turn, but that is insane, just being able to search out anything. Alright, let's go and check out the other, oh, there's more support, dude, they just want this archetype to be already, like, revealed. Alright, next up is the trap card. It's got the giant Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere modes, right? No, I think it's actually the artwork from the first card, which is a little like, what is it? The Origin Thunder Dragon on the artwork. Not that it really matters for the effect, but sometimes I like seeing when they incorporate the different artworks of like the same card. But anyways, this is the 100 Thunder Dragons, which is a normal trap card that says you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. It says, target 1 Thunder monster in your graveyard to special summon. Then you could special summon as many monsters with the same name from your graveyard as possible. If a monster special summoned by this effect would leave the field, banish it instead. If a monster special summoned by this effect is in your monster zone, you can't special summon monsters except for Thunder monsters. Oh, at first I was like, dude, that is insane. That means you just get triple monsters out. And it's any Thunder monster. That's pretty good. Being able to potentially get out triple, and if you're playing it in your like archetype, that's an insane effect. Although it does banish them, but that's, again, not really a downside with the archetype because they all kind of get effects anyways. It almost reminds me of, oh gosh, what were they? The Metaphys, if you guys remember those cards. But decent little start up right now. It looks like we got one more card for their archetype, which is the Thunder Dragon Stream. It's a continuous trap card that says the activation of your Thunder monster effects cannot be negated. Already starting off pretty good. Although if it was a continuous spell, obviously much better. Second effect says once per turn, if a Thunder Dragon monster is normal or special summoned to your field, you can target 1 spell trap card on the field, banish 1 Thunder monster from your deck, and if you do, destroy that target. Okay, that's actually pretty cool because you get to destroy the target. Now, I wish it just banished that card, the card instead, because some stuff they get bonus effects, obviously when they go to the graveyard. Obviously, with Pendulum's not the most ideal scenario, but it still is a decent card. However, it's a little bit too slow, unless of course you're playing something like Temple of the Kings to make it much more viable. But anyways, that's the new archetype. I think that they are looking to be pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be trying out this archetype once it actually comes out, because it's any like thunder like monster, and there's a lot of decent support. Plus, it looks like it's a bunch of support for, of course, Chaos Dragons. Definitely wouldn't mind throwing in like the new like Chaos Emperor Dragon, as well as Lenovia, the other Chaos monster. Pretty cool stuff indeed for the archetype. But let me know, guys, do you think that they are going to be meta? I mean, they have such cool artwork. I want them to be meta because, you know, I wouldn't mind looking at these cards for a little bit. But they definitely have a lot of potential. And especially with the Fusion card where you can just banish any 2 cards. I mean, you're looking at them with Sky Strikers. They could be actually potentially a good little deck to kind of mix up. You used to throw Sky Strikers into anything, it becomes viable. But this card, being able to just banish any 2 cards to protect itself, although maybe banishing their own cards in the archetype are totally fine, but can definitely still be a good engine in any deck. But let me know your thoughts on the new Thunder Dragons, especially the boss monsters. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing all of the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. If you enjoyed the vid, go ahead and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button to see more Yu-Gi-Oh content. And if any of you guys got some replays of them, feel free to go ahead and send them. And once they get released on YGOPRO 2, we'll definitely cover it on my channel. But if you guys get footage before me, feel free to go ahead and send in the YRP file to AzneyesReplays@gmail.com. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I am signing out.